How would you like it if it was a little bit easier to be in alignment, to feel good, to understand that there's nothing serious going on here, to have fun, enjoy your life as it is, enjoy how things are going right now in the moment, to be present in this moment, in joy, in love? Well, that is alignment. If you can focus more on the present moment and less on the past, less on the future, you'll find yourself in alignment more often. And when you're out of alignment, it's only because you're using some definitions of what's going on here to mean something. And that will either trigger a limiting belief, or maybe it'll mean something good's happening and you'll feel positive emotion. But if you can understand that there is no inherent meaning in anything, that everything is neutral, well, then you don't have to react as if anything means anything, because essentially there is no meaning to anything. If a friend of yours were to say something you did not like, well, those were just vibrations in the air, and your ears picked up on the vibrations and your brain interpreted, and some limiting belief was triggered. And then that limiting belief caused you to perceive that the comments were derogatory. The same could be true of a positive statement. You could hear something, interpret it as it was meaningful towards you, and it was meaning something good about you, or something good about the future, or something good about the past, and you just be interpreting that as a good thing. And because you're interpreting it as a good thing, you're feeling positive emotion. And so if you can interpret everything as a good thing, well, then you'll be consistently in alignment, consistently feeling good, consistently having fun, consistently being in joy. And so can you see that it is your judgment based on your belief system and the structure of that belief system that causes you to perceive things are good or things are bad? If you understood that everything was neutral, then you could interpret everything as good, everything as working out, everything is moving along positively for you. And so if you can reinterpret what you once thought was wrong and bad and see it from the higher perspective of good and right, well, then you're in alignment. That's all there is to it. If you can see how something could possibly be good, how it could possibly be right, how it could possibly be working out for the best, well, then you're in alignment. And see, this is a conscious choice of alignment. And if you can constantly make conscious choices of alignment, well, then you'll be tapped into source, and you'll be flowing energy, and you'll be streaming inspiration, and wonderful ideas will come to you, and wonderful thoughts, and more feelings of love will come. And you'll move along your journey of self-discovery, seeing everything as good, everything is right. And then because you're so connected to that source consciousness flowing through you, you will be acting and behaving as source in your physical body. And if you can act and behave as source, as the authentic version of you in your physical body, well, you become highly effective in everything you do. And you find more alignment, and things get easier. In fact, when you're a flowing source through you, well, you have the power that created the universe. You have the power that created worlds flowing through you, flowing through you. And if you're acting on more ideas and pushing past fear, well, you're being source in your body, in your physical realm, in your environment, just as source is flowing in the universe, understanding that everything is working out and paying attention to things as good and letting that source energy flow to create new things and new wonders and new miracles. And in the creation of these new miracles, in your reality, in your universe, well, isn't that what you're here for? Aren't you here to create? If you're the creator of your reality, and if you allow source energy to flow through you, then you must know that miracles will be created. But the miracles, of course, we are just having a little fun with that word, and a miracle from your perspective is something that was beyond your belief system. And then doesn't this make sense to you? The momentum caused by flowing source energy and being in alignment will create new outcomes that are beyond your awareness to understand where all this is going. It'll just keep getting better and better and better and better, and more will flow, and you'll get used to more wonderful things flowing to you, and you'll get used to being more confident and used to being more an example of alignment. And once you become this example of alignment, you're going to attract new people, new experiences, new conditions, new surroundings, money in the bank, newfound health and vitality, new awareness, new clarity. All the things you truly want come to you when you're flowing source. And so to begin it all, you must find alignment. And to begin to find alignment, you must set up your life so that alignment is not only easy, it's second nature, it's your birthright, it's natural. And then when you're out of alignment, you'll really notice it. That is the wonderful side effect of being in alignment more of the time. When a manifestation event comes along to show you a limiting belief, you will really notice it. You will stop and pay attention to what's happening. And then you'll process that limiting belief. Because as you get good at flowing source through you on your journey of self-discovery, the obstacles that used to be huge in your life start to whittle away. They start to decompose. They start to become little tiny speed bumps. And that's what you really want. Is you just want the little speed bumps, the little indicators on the side of the road to know if you're on course or off course. And just as you're flying down the highway on a sunny day with no traffic, if you're moving towards the left a little bit and you feel the little bumps in the road, you know to move right. And if you're moving a little bit, you feel the bumps in the road, you know to center your car. And the same is true of this life. Without all the baggage of what is wrong and all the problems, well, then all you have is little tiny indicators. As long as you're on that freeway, on that journey of self-discovery, going to exactly where you intended to go prior to your birth, as long as you're on your inspired path, as long as you're focused on flowing that source through you and being in alignment, then the huge manifestation events are no longer necessary because you're on track. And with that, we'd like to talk to you about anything you'd like to talk about. Who'd like to start?